Ну что ж, друзья, вы же не думали, что я ограничусь лишь фразой о том, что в 604 году было получено одобрение, в 605 была напечатана книга? Нет, друзья, для нашей с вами передачи этого было бы слишком мало. Я сумел проникнуть в святая святых общества Сервантеса, которое находится в Мадриде, и прямо сзади меня, вот здесь вот вы можете видеть пресс, печатный пресс, станок, машину печатную, называйте как хотите, скорее это копия, да, но это копия той машины, на которой был напечатан тот самый первый тираж Дон Кихота, книга первая. И для того, чтобы чуть лучше разобраться в том, как он устроен и как в то время печатались книги, я обратился за помощью к сотруднику этого центра по имени Хосе. Сейчас перейду на английский язык, будьте готовы читать субтитры. Okay, Jose. So what can you tell us about the processes that were in place back in those times? How does this machine work?
Well, first of all, I have to say that today is a very automatic process. But at this time, you have to do it very manual, and you have to. All the works here in the printing house is divided. It depends of the type of workers that work in the print of, or in the press, or in the chivalete, that is the furniture. And for example, the cajista, that is the man who work with the boxes, and he have to take the composer and have to take one by one each letter and each space or something like that, and put
all these letters one by one, and he takes it from here, puts in here, then a space, he finds a space, puts in here, and then every single line, every single letter, all of it.
That's the thing. And when you have, for example, 4 pages, like the 4 pages I have in the press, to print Don Quixote, we can use this time the press to print each sheet by once. And
so back in those times, just to make it clear for me, for myself and for my viewers, so they would make sure that they have letters and spaces for, say, 4 pages. So we have 2 pages here and 2 pages on the back side, right?
Yeah. You can see the sheet, and you see 4 pages at this
side, right?
This side, and other 4 pages at the other side.
Okay, and
because we are making a book this size, like this.
So is it the size of the book that they had back in the beginning of the 17th century?
Yeah, this is the copy of the first page of the cover of the first edition of Don Quixote. 1605.
Okay.
The first edition, because the second edition is also 1605, but this is from January, and the second edition is exactly or most exactly the same, but at the end of the year of 1605.
And so they would have say the blocks for 4 pages, and then print, for example, 500 of them. Then they would make sure that they have 4 next pages from 5 to 8, then 500 of them. Is it how it worked?
Not exactly, because we print each time 4 pages every time, but not the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4th, because it is folded. So we have to print in one side 4 pages, but the first page, the second page is
here,
this side, and the third, the 4th, the 5th, and the 5th.
Okay, I get it.
You have to be really sure that you are printing the right page at the right size side of the sheet.
Awesome, awesome. Is there any chance we can take a look at how this machine works?
Sure. We have right here these 4 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to put the paper in the machine in the press to print these 4 pages. And I have to take
one piece of paper. Mm-hmm. All right.
And put it in the press. Protect it.
Mm-hmm. So it stays clean, right?
Yeah, because we want to print the text, but not these pieces of ink.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to take. I use a roll, but in times of Don Quixote, they haven't rolls. They have balls.
Oh, okay. So they like used it like this. They would put some ink on it, and then okay, all right.
Then press. But I use the roll. Take some ink in the roll. And after that, I go to the press and roll it.
All over the letters.
All over the 4 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can put the paper in contact with the pages, and we have to take all of these
right under the press.
The press.
Let me help you just a little bit. No, it's enough. Okay,
it's enough because later we have to press at this side.
Oh, okay.
So I have to pull one time, and after that move it to the right side.
And then pull it once again.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to take it back and opening. And right, we have the 4 pages of the...
Here they are. Ребят, посмотрите, вот они, напечатанные, по сути, тем же самым методом, что и столько веков назад первые страницы Дон Кихота, того самого оригинального издания, которое разошлось одним тиражом, потом вторым, третьим, но вот самое такое, то самое, друзья, оригинальное издание, обложку которого вы видели несколько минут назад, вот оно, перед вами. По-моему, это нечто совершенно удивительное. Jose, any final words, maybe for the viewers? Any information, any facts or anything?
I have to say that what I do right now is a very quick review of the printing process. But the printing process the publishing process is very detailed with a lot of people, and even before the books become to the printing house, we have to approve the
text itself.
The text, yeah.
Oh yes.
This is a quick view of the process. But if anybody wants to come to Madrid and come to Sociedad Cervantina to see the whole process, we are here to explain that.
Okay, this is so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Друзья, ну вот, пожалуй, и все. Такой дополнительный эпизод из 3-го сезона «Миру по книге» закончен. Честно признаюсь, поначалу я думал, что это будет, скажем так, частью одного из эпизодов, но в конце концов, как вы видите, решил вынести это в отдельное видео. Надеюсь, вы также повосторгались внешним видом этого места и возможностью взглянуть, как здесь все выглядит. Но так или иначе, друзья, приезжайте в Мадрид, посещайте общество Сервантеса, кстати, ссылочка в описании, и просто интересуйтесь литературой, а также не забывайте получать знания и делиться ими. Всем пока!